What's up guys, I'm here with another video bomb to episode 82 of Let's Build a City. Today we're building Kevin's house from Home Alone. So, yeah. Let's build Kevin's house from Home Alone.
Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make the Home Alone house, aka Kevin McAllister's house, aka the McAllister family home, or as I've been calling it, this giant mansion. This thing is absolutely huge. I never even realized how massive this thing was. But this was an absolute blast to design and make. I really love the movie, and I think that I have done a pretty good job. Hopefully you recognize a lot of stuff from the movie. There are a couple of Easter eggs hidden here, there and everywhere, and hopefully you will have spotted a few of them from this little preview. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please do remember to hit that like button. It would help me out so much. It would be the best Christmas present that you could give me. I would love that. And try and watch this video all the way to the end, I beg. Also, this is a little niche, but a gold star for anybody that can tell me the name of this van in the comment section. Here is the amount of space required to make the house a 55 by 69 block area, as represented by this red concrete grid on the ground. It's absolutely massive, so if you do plan on building this anywhere near anything else, I would highly recommend making the grid. Here are all of the materials.
Okay, let's grab the materials. So I need terracotta, bricks, white glass pane, brick stairs, dark oak trapdoors, quartz stairs. I'm assuming smooth.
We will need to make our house. Please do make sure that you have access to all of those materials and enough of them as well. Step 1, ladies and gentlemen, come all the way over to the front left-hand corner of your grid. If you've made it, count to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then inwards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24.
That's it. Oh, God's sake. Sorry about that guys, I had to close my door.
We're going to start off by placing 2 terracotta on top of each other. 1, 2. And
Hold on, I'll be right back guys. No.
You're not back in it. You have a gun? No! Yes, I don't want to play right now! Okay.
Alright guys, I'm back.
10 brick blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then extend that 10th block to the right by 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
10. Then extend that 10th block to the right by 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Extend towards us by 2. 1, 2. Extend right by 29.
20. Stop it. I had to close my door.
What?
The kid's shooting at me. I had to close my flipping door.
Again, mate.
Well, I accidentally stepped on it again.
Bring it out to living room when me and you'll build. We'll do that?
I'm currently busy.
Yeah, but do you want to come and build this?
I'm busy.
Hey, what does your mask there? Look.
I'll build it later.
Look.
Yep. Yeah.
And your thingy there, look.
29. Yeah. 29. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 29. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Then extend inwards again by 2. 1, 2. And then extend right by 8. 1, 2, 3, 4.
These all out,
then
please.
extend inwards 16. 17, 18, 19,
Yeah.
20,
Where's all
21,
yours?
22, 23,
Under
24,
there.
25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Then extend inwards again by 2. 1, 2. Then extend right by 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We now want to start extending backwards. First of all, we're going to extend back by 13. 1, 2,
13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Did ever use no copyright? Okay, I don't know what you mean. Hello, Blocktavio, welcome to live stream. Question, did you use no copyright music like Sky High? Hope you feel good. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I would like it if we could just mark this area out, like if you extend this row all the way down to the ground, eventually making it so that the bottom 2 blocks are terracotta, so something like this, because this is actually a crucial point in the house that we'll be coming back to. However, once you have done that, we're going to come back up to this 13th block, and we're going to extend it across the back of the build by 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we're going to
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8.
Extend towards us by 2, 1, 2, and then right by 11.
Music that you use for like intro tutorials or background. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't even do that. I don't know what you mean.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then right by 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Right by 11.
11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then inwards by 2. 1, 2. And then right by 26.
26. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. And if that 26th block lines up with the front of the build, then we have done everything correctly. We can then extend the back corner of the build all the way down to the ground like this, once again making sure to make the bottom 2 blocks terracotta. So this is the kind of floor plan that we should have so far. Now this isn't exactly how the house is laid out, but it's pretty close. So what I want to do now is come back towards the back right hand corner of the build. You can remember when we kind of like marched this down to the ground, because I said that it was important. Well, now we're actually going to do something about it. I want you to extend each one of these terracottas out the back of the build by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the same with the upper row. Then, on top of the row, I want you to place from the left 4 upside down quartz stairs, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then stick 2 brick blocks on the end, 1, 2. Place 4 rows of brick on top, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then extend to the left. You can then fill this little area in here using white stained glass paint or regular glass. I'd use one of the two. Fill this little area in here using white stained glass paint or regular glass. I'd use one of the two. And honestly, whilst we are here, we might as well fill in this front part too. So not only are we going to extend across the back, but just whilst we're here, I want you to extend the terracottas forwards. So just like this, so both terracottas. The point is that these want to line up with the front of the house, just as we we want all of the terracottas to do eventually, and you can even connect them up, like you can take this end row here and join them up if you like, just to make sure that everything does go together. I'm then going to add an extra row of brick inside the left, inside the right side of this giant empty space. Then I want to, on both sides, have 2 rows of 4 upside down smooth quartz stairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 bricks in between them, and then we're going to extend the 2 bricks upwards. So this is just going to split everything in half, just like this. 3 rows of glass on top of the white.
Hello, Bench Arthur Dano, welcome to live stream.
Stairs. Then 2 rows of just regular facing bricks on top of these, so we don't alternate them, we don't like place upside down ones or anything on top, because I quite like this effect right here. And then just to finish this off, we are going to place white stained glass pane once again inside these empty spaces. So this is going to create a set of windows. So here, and here, and here. Perfect. So we just want to have something which should look like that. That is perfect. So next up, we're going to come to the back of the house, and we're going to start extending the back of the house across a little bit. So I want you to take the terracottas that we have here, and we are going to... It might actually be better, first of all, actually, just putting the brakes on this a little second. It'd be better if we took the brick framework here and extended it all the way down to the ground. So from this position here, you can see this like sticking out part of brick. So from like here all the way to the left here, if we can just take all of these bricks and extend them down to the ground, there's not really too many details on the back of the house other than a chimney, and the house is actually like an interesting shape on the back, but it's basically just a chimney and windows. So there's not really too much to account for. There's a couple of little mini roofs as well. There is the, I'm sure that if you guys have watched Home Alone, I'm guessing most of you have if you're watching this video, then we have kind of like the basement entrance back here as well. There also happens to be a back door with a cat flap in it. Unfortunately, we don't have the cat flap, but we want to also, I'm just going to continue extending all of this down to the ground. This is kind of like the kitchen. I'm sure you might remember Kevin with a BB gun. Or a pellet rifle. I guess it's probably a pellet rifle. If there is a difference, I think that they're probably the same thing, really. When I think it's Mom like shoves his head through a cat flap here, and he gets shot right in the forehead. So this is like where the back door would be, and then this is like the basement entrance. And then not much is really seen other than that of the back, although you do get like a nice, decent wide shot of the rest of the back of the house, but...
My husband got me a membership to Simply Piano for my birthday, but I'm starting to think he has a hidden...
It's very fleeting, but it just displays that there's like a chimney over here on the right side, and it's just windows. Like there's not really too much more than that. But as I do keep mentioning, the house is an interesting shape though. So this is what I wanted to do so far. So this is what I wanted to do, like extend all of this down, because I feel as though this just gives us a better idea of what we're doing next. Because I want to take these 2 old rows of terracottas and I want to extend them to the right. I'm going to extend them to the right by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like
1, 2, 3,
so
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And join them to the bill, just like this. I'm just going to brick this up actually, and then we can add the details, and we'll like carve the details into the brick, so to speak. I just think it will be a little bit easier. We don't have all of the materials that we actually need either. Unfortunately, we don't have the door, but we might be able to grab it. On the back of the build, we actually have, like, halfway up the house, we are going to place some snow, and we're actually going to, like, jump up a level. So the back door is going to look like it's suspended off the ground, but it's actually not really. I want you to take the right side of the upper row of terracotta, and I want you to go left by 1, 2, stick an andesite stair here. Destroy 3 rows above, 1, 2, 3, and actually add a 4th. There we go, perfect. So I'm going to stick a brick stair here, white glass pane below, and this is where the door level will be. Like I said, I wish there was a cat flap also. To the left of here, we're going to leave a gap of 1 between the window, and then we're going to destroy 2 blocks, and then a row underneath, and a row above. We're going to have brick stairs at the top of the window with glass pane below it. And where this window is actually where the basement entrance is as well. So like left of this andesite door here, I'm going to stick a brick and extend it towards me by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Leave a gap of 2 in the wall and then do the same thing, so just like this. We'll grab all of the necessary stuff later, like, we'll add the details as we go on, but what we can do is we can kind of like extend these bricks into the ground like so. Just like this. And then if you want, you can stick like polished andesite stairs on the end, just like this. And then, I suppose, no, they would be there, and then we can like destroy another row below, and then you can kind of get the idea that the basement entrance is going to be about here. We might even drop it like another row lower, so like here, and then we've got like a solid 2 rows, and then the door would be here, and we could even add a little bit of glass above the... We might even drop it like another row lower, so like here, and then we've got like a solid 2 rows, and then the door would be here, and we could even add a little bit of glass above the door, but you guys get the idea. We're just kind of like setting the scene. And we actually have everything that we need for this little 2 rows, and then the door would be here, and we could even add a little bit of glass above the door, but you guys get the idea. We're just kind of like setting the scene. And we actually have everything that we need for this little mini roof. There's a little mini roof that surrounds this. If you place upside down, smooth quartz stairs all the way around the top of this like little kitchen extension area, like this. And then if we place polished andesite stairs going around the top of the brick, so just like so. And we want to, I mean, what can we do here? So we've got to place some guiding blocks so that we are able to continue this process, but I think that about 3 rows of andesite should do, maybe even 2 rows. You see, across the top of here is going to be upside down quartz stairs, and I might just leave that as is, or maybe add some andesite slabs on top of here. There wants to be a stairs, and I might just leave that as is, or maybe add some andesite slabs on top of here. Maybe even 2 rows. You see, across the top of here is going to be upside down quartz stairs, and I might just leave that as is, or maybe add some andesite slabs on top of here. There wants to be a small window in this particular part of the, on top of here. There wants to be a small window in this particular part of the, as well. So this small window kind of wants to be centered where these middle 3 andesite stairs are. So this is the middle andesite stair. If you kind of like take a look, it's got like 4 to the left of it, 4 to the right. So the window wants to line up, and it's just going to be like a little row of 3. And we're just going to have some stair. If you kind of like take a look, it's got like 4 to the left of it, 4 to the right, so the window wants to line up, and it's just going to be like a little row of 3, and we're just going to have some white stained glass pane there. So this is kind of like what we want to have going on. So not only do we want to do that, but we are also going to extend down. Yeah, I think that we will actually extend all of the bricks down, and then we'll just carve into the wall. I think that that's the easiest thing to do, because there's another part on the back of this house where, so by the way, I mean just in case I didn't lay that out properly, we're going to extend down the rest of the back wall of the house, because the back of the house is kind of like a peculiar shape. Like you've got some some one-story part of the houses are joined to two-story parts of the houses, like parts stick out like in an unnatural manner. It's a very interesting shaped house, so that's why I think we'll just do this entire wall. Obviously, if you plan on doing the interior, you're going to have to do a little bit of excavating, but other than that, everything should look good on the outside. So this entire back wall here wants to look like this, and we are missing out on something, like I said. So let's add the windows in to the right side. So I want you to come to the bottom right hand corner of where we have these bricks. We're going to leave a gap of 2, 1, 2, and then we're going to start destroying. First, a row of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to stick upside down quartz stairs in here. Then a gap of 2, so that's just going to be like 1, 2, and then we're going to have 2 quartz stairs. A gap of 1, and then destroy 2, 1, 2, and then upside down quartz stairs. And then we're going to have, this is where the chimney comes in. We're actually going to leave a gap of 2 again, so like 1 and 2. Then we're going to mark out a brick here. The brick is going to extend all the way up to the top of the house, and it's going to sit on top of the frame. And I want you to extend the bricks up. We're going to have to alter this, but so that they are relatively, they're quite high on the house. And I want you to extend the bricks up. We're going to have to alter this, but so that they are relatively, they're quite high on the house. The bricks are going to be 3 rows wide as well, so I've already got 1 row, 2 row, 3 row, like this. And we want these to be high and crabbed, just like this, so 6 all the way up. Like, theoretically, we would really want to be able to see these from the front of the house, and we'll adjust it as we do the roof. So now that we have the 1 row, what we want to do now is we want to create like another little extension. So what basically this means is on the left hand side here, where these bricks stick out even further, you extend this brick all the way to the right, and it kind of like joins to the corner of the chimney. We don't want to take out any of the chimney. And then we want to raise up the brick area. I do believe it's 4 rows. I want to say 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. To be the same as the left side. I do believe that this is correct, because this is also going to have its own little mini roof. Yeah, there we go, that will be perfect. So then we're just going to extend all of these bricks up. We'll add its own little tiny mini roof just here. We'll have the upside down quartz stairs, and they'll curve around, they'll hit the chimney, they'll hang off the side here. So we'll add its own little tiny mini roof just here. We'll have the upside down quartz stairs, and they'll curve around, they'll hit the chimney, they'll hang off the side here. We want to have just 2 rows of andesite stairs, so here, and then here we'll make that one go sideways in a second, so like we'll turn this one to the side, just like so, and that's perfect, just like that, of andesite stairs, so here, and then here we'll make that one go sideways in a second, so like we'll turn this one to the side, just like so, and that's perfect, just like this. And then if you want to, like, you can then join this down using terracotta. And you might be wondering to yourself, like, why have we waited to add that, and then the chimney and all of that? Like, why couldn't we have built that in the structure? It's just because it's like 2 different levels. You can see all the depth that's going on. Like, it's a peculiar part of the house. all the way over here on the left, we want to have some windows as well. The windows don't really have like a frame. They're kind of just hanging out. They're just kind of like chilling on the side of the house. So they're pretty much at the same altitude as the other windows. So if you start here on the left and just start with the bricks and move to the right like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then move up one, destroy that block. They're pretty much at the same altitude as the other windows though, so if you start here on the left and just start with the bricks and move to the right like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then move up one, destroy that block, destroy to the right, above, and then another, and then leave a gap of 2, so 1, 2, and then we want to place 1, 2, 3 like this, and then destroy. And it's just like 2 random windows in the middle of the wall. There's not even any framing. There's nothing in between them like the other windows. It's just kind of like a smooth wall, apart from windows like this. So that's perfect. We can just fill them in. Perfect. Over here on the right is a different story. These follow kind of like the window formula, which is 3 rows of windows above the upside down stairs. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, you guys get the idea. 1, 2, 3. And we want to fill these in using glass pane, just like this. That. All here. Perfect. And then we destroy 2 rows above these because we also have some second story windows. All here. Perfect, and then we destroy 2 rows above these because we also have some second story windows as well, here and here, and we're just going to have brick stairs, just 2 rows of them above the window, none upside down or to have 3 more rows of window above. So above each one of these windows, just 3 rows of glass, just like so. And then this is going to be it, although we are going to connect one of these windows to the tree house, which is going to be pretty cool. Or we will make a, not that you ever see it by the way, but we might make like a little attic window that connects to the tree house, or something like that. But so far, we're not quite done, but we will finish later, like when we start adding final details, because there's a lot of materials to go through. This is kind of like the back of the house so far. I think that we've done a pretty good job thus far. Really like how this is turning out. Oh, and if you want to jump the gun a little bit, you can place just like upside down quartz stairs all the way along the top of the back of the outside. So just all the way along the top, in amongst the chimney, even like extending towards the front of the house as well, just kind of like this, right? And that will be perfect. So next up, we're going to tackle the left side of the house. We're going to start off, and that will be perfect. So, even like extending towards the front of the house as well, just kind of like this, right? And that will be perfect. So, next up, we're going to tackle the left side of the house. We're going to start off by placing terracotta in between the front and the back of the house again. So, just where we have the 2 base rows of terracotta, like this. Then add a row of bricks on the left and right side, extending up from the bottom to the top. Then, if we place 2 rows of 4 upside down stairs, extending from the back to the front and front to the back, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Stick some bricks in between them, and then extend them all the way up, just like this. And then 3 rows of glass on top of the quartz, so that would be 1, and then 2, and 3, just like this. 2 rows of brick stairs on top of the glass. So this would be, I mean, I'm having a hard time here. That would be 1, and then this would be 2. And then all we have to do is just top up the rest of the empty space with glass, and then that is pretty much this left-hand side taken care of. The right-hand side is pretty much done, as is most of the back, so we're making really good progress here. The next thing that we have to do, of course, is we have to tackle the front. This looks a little bit ominous because of how big the front is, but I promise you it's not that difficult. Let's tackle the left and right sides first of all. And honestly, once again, we might find it easier to simply carve the windows in, but let's try doing it without doing that actually. So, but what doesn't change is that we should probably connect the right side of this down, and then add 2 rows of terracotta, just like so. And then when it comes to these windows, I'm simply going to once again add a row of bricks on the left and right sides of this, just extending upwards vertically. And we're going to have just 4 upside down stairs, so starting over here on the left. As a matter of fact, on the right side, we add 2 rows of bricks. The reason being is because if you can see, if we were to extend these terracottas forwards, and if we extend these 2 rows of bricks forwards to kind of like make the corner part of the house here, then if we wouldn't have had this extra brick, then we'd only have 1 row, and that would look a little bit odd. So we're going to place upside down quartz stairs here in between the bottom row, and then of course 3 layers of glass. And I think you guys know what might be coming next. We then place 2 rows of bricks on top of the glass like this, and then not 2 rows of glass, 3 rows of glass extending all the way up to the top, just like this, and perfect. So that's what the left side of the house looks like, and the right side of the house is actually identical, so we may as well go and do it now. So on the right hand side, we want to just extend this brick area down. That's probably the mistake that we made over there, is we probably should have extended like this down to the ground first. Oh, and then we, on the terracotta part just here, and then we can extend the terracotta across, and then we can get to work. So that will be 2 rows of bricks here on this left side, because we have the corner, just an extra row here on the right. Perfect. Once again, upside down quartz stairs, that's what kicks everything off. 3 rows of glass, 2 rows of brick stairs, 3 rows of glass. Doesn't get any simpler than that. And then we can start working our way in towards the centre. I guess that's kind of what we're doing. We're slowly working our way to the front door. So here and here. So let's take a good look at this now. This is what we have, and suddenly this space has shrank a little bit, hasn't it? It doesn't look as intimidating, but what we can do is we can actually connect the left and right sides together using terracotta blocks. So all the way down here at the bottom, just 2 rows of terracotta. They do span all the way from like left to right. There's no parts that like stick out, so just like this, here and here, and then we'll probably do like the left and right side evenly. So what we're going to do, shall we start at the bottom? We'll start from the bottom and work our way across. We'll place over here on the left a brick block, 2 upside down quartz stairs, so 1, 2, and then 3 bricks, 1, 2, 3, 2 upside down quartz stairs, upside down quartz stairs, so 1, 2, and then 3 bricks, 1, 2, 3, 2 upside down quartz stairs, 1, 2. We then want to place 5 bricks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We then want to place 2 black concrete, 1, 2. Then we can keep going actually, so 5 brick blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 upside down stairs, 1, 2. Then 3 brick blocks, 1, 2, 3. 2 upside down stairs, 1, 2, and then a brick block. So perfect. I mean, that's all we've got to do. And then what we can essentially do is we can raise up all of the bricks. I don't think that we're going to have any trouble doing that. No, we can raise up every single one of the brick blocks all the way up to the roof area, just like this, and here. And once we have hit the roof, we can start adding little individual details. We'll probably do all of the windows first, and then we'll move on to the door and the surrounding area, because once we start tackling the door, we've actually got a lot. To add, so it's not just the door, there's like a whole set of stairs. You guys might remember the stairs scene where Kevin covers the front stairs in ice, and well, I mean, you guys know what happens. A certain particular individual falls off those stairs more times than I can count, and this is what we want to have so far. So what we then want to do is, on top of all of these sets of upside down stairs, of course, we want to place 3 rows of glass, 1, 2, 3. We then want to place 2 rows of bricks, or brick stairs, and then 3 more glass, 1, 2, 3. You guys get the idea. So that's what we want to do. 3 glass, 2 bricks, brick stairs specifically, 3 glass. And we want to do this for every single window area. And just whilst I'm in this particular plane of the house, and just whilst I have the material out, I'm kind of just adding all of the brick stairs in. Now, whilst you need about the front windows, specifically these like middle windows on the front, is they have shutters. So it was actually harder than I like to admit, trying to figure out exactly what colour they are. Like, all I could identify is they're a really dark colour. They're like they're either black or they're very, very, very dark brown. I mean, I'm genuinely not sure which it is. So, as we only do have dark oak trapdoors, I've decided to opt for those. But an alternative would be, say you don't want to use those. You can like dig left and right of the windows like this, and you can place black concrete or whatever colour you think it might be next to the windows instead of what we're about to do, which is clad the left and right side of these windows in dark oak trapdoors. So this is pretty much the entire side of the window. So where we have the glass, where we have the stairs, that's what we want to do. And when it comes to above as well, just 1 row below the window is fine, and just to the top of the glass area is fine as well. So just like this, right? I mean, I'm placing them a bit poorly, but you guys get the idea. So yeah, perfect. And that looks really cool, I think. So. I don't know why I'm having trouble placing trapdoors. Actually, that looks a little bit better. And I don't know whether I've said this before, but I like the dark oak trapdoors because it reminds me of chocolate. It kind of looks like a nice big bar of like dairy milk or something. So here and here, that's perfect. And then we can just whip over to this opposite side. It has just struck me as well that there is another window that we've got to make. There's actually a few windows, come to think of it, because I've just thought that there's also the windows on the front of the house. I actually didn't add any attic windows on the back of the house, although there should be some, technically, some attic windows on the back of the house, because I'm pretty sure that's where the zip line is from the attic. But we'll see when we get there. We might have to add one, even though it's not in the original design, because I'm pretty sure that these from the attic window, it's not actually from like a bedroom window. Although my memory might be a little bit off, but I'm sure that you guys will know in the comments, or at least one of you will. I'm pretty sure. But anyway, so here, perfect. So that's, yes, there we go. So that's looking pretty good now. Where is the last window? The last window is actually perfect, because we've already got the hole here. So where we have this like two gap hole, I simply want you to place 1, 2, 3 rows of, maybe 3 rows? Actually, you know what, I think we're even going to alter the windows as well. We're going to have 3 rows of glass, right? So here, and then I'm just going to place underneath this row of bricks, and I'm going to then place dark oak trapdoors left and right of the window. I think that we're going to alter the windows, because I just realised that we made a slight boo-boo. So, and completely my fault, by the way. So, when it comes to the upper set of windows, I'm going to remove the dark oak trapdoors, and the lower set of dark oak trapdoors, I'm going to destroy the brick blocks behind them, and then below them, and then I'm just going to replace all of that area using brick stairs. So, my bad. That is completely my bad. But there we go. You'll find that, well, or at least I find, that looks way better, and it's a little bit more accurate as well. So, very sorry about that slight little mess up there. I guess I was, because I keep thinking about what we're going to be doing next, and I should probably focus on what we're actually doing at the moment. But you can have it either way, to be quite honest. It's completely up to you. But then the middle window will look a little bit funky. So this is what we want to have so far. Pretty happy with this. We have 2 black concretes here, marked out for the entrance. I want you to add 2 more rows of black concrete on top, finalised with a row of white stained glass paint on top of those, brick blocks above, and then we have to make a door frame. It's quite easy. On the left and right side of the door frame, 1, 2, 3 rows of quartz block, 1, 2, 3 rows of quartz block, sideways facing the smooth quartz stairs on top of these. And then here's where we have to grab more materials. Luckily, I don't think we ever use the dark oak trapdoors again, so we can get rid of those. And probably the terracotta as well. I don't want to get rid of too many things, so buttons, and we are going to also grab quartz slabs as well. So buttons and quartz slabs. I'm going to place a door handle in the form of a button, middle right of the door. Then I'm going to connect the top of the door together using smooth quartz slabs, leave half a row's gap, more smooth quartz slabs, just like this. So what we then want to do is underneath the door place brick blocks and extend the brick blocks left 2 and right 2. Place 2 entire rows in front, 1, 2, just like this, and then we can take the outer corners and we can place quartz blocks on top of these, specifically 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, just like this. So I'm going to stick quartz slabs on the side of this, extend them to the house, like so. Perfect. And then sideways smooth quartz stairs on top of this, and I'm going to extend these to the house also, just like this. Then we just want to connect these sides together pretty much, so just like this, we just want to connect these sides together. Now, I don't know whether we will add or can add oh, it might be really that maybe we don't connect this together. Maybe this goes like one row higher. Maybe we'll just place some bricks there. Maybe actually we place like upside down quartz stairs inside of this. My bad. I'm making some mistakes. I'm sorry, guys. And then smooth quartz slabs across the top of that. I do apologise. So there we go. That is actually way better. And then later on we will add and hang ladders. And then smooth quartz slabs across the top of that. I do apologise. So there we go. That is actually way better. And then later on we will add and hang lanterns below. So the next thing that we're going to do is we are going to just extend the brick blocks underneath the pillars towards us, each by one. Brick stairs in between, and then I'm going to extend the brick stairs down, and then forwards by 3 rows. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, just like this. I'm going to add 2 whole rows of bricks inside of this, just like this. And then I'm going to place brick stairs in between the bricks, just like that. And then I'm going to add 2 rows of bricks in front of this kind of like staircase here. So this is just going to be just completely in front. And I'm going to pull this in. Perfect. And honestly, it is getting to the point where we're going to have to stop being a little bit stingy with these materials. So, for instance, let's just grab everything that I think that we need so far. So let's just do a little wipe, and let's grab iron bars. Let's grab lanterns. Let's grab upside down quartz stairs, flower pots, and spruce. Let's just do a little wipe, and let's grab iron bars. Let's grab lanterns. Let's grab upside down quartz stairs, flower pots, and spruce saplings. Let's also grab for the entrance to the house, which I'm frantically trying to find in my plans. Let's grab brick blocks again, brick blocks, item frames, block of redstone. Don't know how lanterns got back in there. And also we need the beehive. Okay, so iron bars are going to be placed along the sides of this area here. So the iron bars are pretty much just along the sides of the staircase here on the left, and the side of the staircase here on the right, just like this. And I'm also just going to connect them back to the house as well, just like so. Then I'm going to place upside down quartz stairs outwards diagonally from the edge of the brick staircase like this, with flower pots and spruce saplings on top / in the pots, just like so. The lanterns are to hang above the door, so literally just like above the door in just like 2 of them. There's actually only 1, but my door is 2 rows bigger instead of 1, so it is what it is. So that is what we want to have so far. And then there's another important part of the build, I should say. So the important part of the build, and this is going to require, what do we need? Flower pots, and I'm going to grab, I don't have it. Actually, I'm going to grab it anyway because it is kind of like an important material. It will, of course, be in the item list, but we don't have it. It was grey concrete. 4 rows of grey concrete want to be placed in front of the brick area. So there's 2 rows of bricks, we want to have 4 rows of grey concrete. It's pretty much part of the driveway. It's quite a large driveway, and it curves around in a particular fashion as well. There's actually 2 halves to the driveway, the left and right side, and then one that part of the driveway extends to the garage, which is at the back left part of the house over there. So we want to have 4 rows of grey concrete. Then we're going to take this left side of grey concrete here, and we're going to leave a gap of 2, so 1, 2, and on this 3rd row here we're going to place a brick, left, and then up on top of the original. Same thing on this right side, so it will be here, to the right, and then on top of the original. sideways. Smooth quartz stairs in the corners. And then I hope this works on Bedrock. It works on Java. We want an iron bar, lantern on top. Of course it doesn't. Of course it doesn't work in Java. Okay, so we have to substitute the iron bar, unfortunately. We already have something which is semi-iron bar-like, which is a wall. We'll use diorite wall instead, but the iron bar would be preferable. So, diorite wall, like this, lantern on top, item frame in front of the wall, block of redstone in there, perfect. So now that we have done that, I'm actually very, very happy. I'm going to place upside down quartz stairs all the way along the top of the house now. So all the way along the top of the house, just hanging off the very top row of the bricks, just like this. And it's just going to connect all the way to the right. Oh, we didn't place it here. Oh, there we go. We started placing it there. I wondered when we started doing that. That was kind of weird. So this is what we have so far, ladies and gentlemen. Honestly, very, very happy with this. I mean, at this point in time, it's pretty much we're just wrapping up the details of the house now. So the main bulk of this is made. I think it's important for us to first of all do the two attic windows that are on the front of the house. So the main. This is made. I think it's important for us to first of all do the two attic windows that are on the front of the house. So let's chuck all this away for a sec again, and let's grab polished andesite stairs, smooth quartz, glass pane, grab some polished andesite as well, and that's all we'll have at the moment. So polished andesite stairs are going to be placed all the way along the top of the house like this. I'm going to grab them, and that's all we'll have at the moment. So polished andesite stairs are going to be placed all the way along the top of the house like this. I'm going to grab smooth quartz blocks, and we want to have two windows that are the same width as these like inner windows here on the front of the house. So they will be like here and here, but made out of quartz. And then we're going to have the left and right side extend up by 2, so 1, 2, 1, 2. Glass in between, like this. And then smooth quartz on top of the glass, like so. And then polished andesite stairs extending from the left side all the way up to the top, and the right side all the way up to the top. We want to have these stairs overhang a row, just like this, and then upside down stairs underneath. So we just want to have something which should look like that, and that stems from that window in particular, and we want one here on the opposite side also. So once again, row 4 quartz, we extend the left and right side up, we place white stained glass pane in between, so just like this, and then quartz on top, andesite left and right, and then all the way up to the top as well. Then we want it to overhang, just like this, and then upside down underneath, so just like that. So what we will have is this. So pretty happy with that. I think that is looking pretty cool. I am highly considering also adding a window here on the back. So, like where we have this window here, this is kind of like a good candidate. So I think I'm also going to add, not that I've seen it in the movie, but it must be here. I don't think it's from the second story. I might be wrong. I don't want to add this and then it not really exist. But theoretically, I think that it would make more sense if there was like a row of polished andesite like along the top here, and then quartz stairs just like left and right, just like above this window. And then the same design window, so, you know, just extend up 2 rows of quartz with glass in between, and then quartz, and then andesite just on the left and right sides, just like this. And then if we extend the, oh, this is one annoying position, this is, I wish I didn't make the chimney. So, here, no, well, that one does have to be there too, but here, perfect. And then here, 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 and here, destroy that, upside down, just like this, and then it would make sense that there would be a little zip line here, because I'm sure it's not from my bedroom window, from there to there. I'm going to have to check, but there we go, perfect. So that's what we want to have there, here, because I'm sure it's not from my bedroom window, from there to there. I'm going to have to check, but there we go, perfect. So that's what we want to have there. We can use this polished andesite, by the way, to just fill in this little back roof, so that we made earlier. And we can also not only fill that in there, we can flip over here, and we can add a little bit of andesite into the basement entrance. We can add some brick to the left and right side of the basement entrance as well, so that it's not dirt, so it's nice and clean. Some brick to the left and right side of the basement entrance as well, so that it's not dirt, so it's nice and clean. We can have all of the bricks like this, a double iron door like so, and then I don't think there's actually any windows surrounding it, so we'll just have bricks. Bricks like this, a double iron door like so, and then I don't think there's actually any windows surrounding it, so we'll just have bricks. We want to have a door here for the back as well, and then you can even have like a path, you can have like a polished, so we'll just have bricks. We want to have a door here for the back as well, and then you can even have like a path, you can have like a polished andesite path leading from the back entrance if you like. Then I'm going to grab some spruce leaves and some iron bars, and we're going to have 2 rows of spruce leaves on the left and right side where we have these bricks, and then iron bars on top of the bricks as well, just like this. And basically from here, I mean, just to give you a visual representation, because you might be confused as to why everything's still floating. We're going to have to build up a lot of snow on the back of the house, right? So like left and right at the centre, so this makes more sense, right? Hopefully. We're going to have to build up a lot of snow. We're going to have to build up a lot of snow on the back of the house, right? So like left and right at the centre, so this makes more sense, right? Hopefully. We're going to have to build up a lot of snow, because unless you want it to be grass, but I mean, you know, Home Alone set at Christmas, I think it makes more sense to be snow. We're going to build up an entire layer of snow, pretty much a lot of snow, because unless you want it to be grass, but I mean, you know, Home Alone set at Christmas, I think it makes more sense to be snow. We're going to build up an entire layer of snow, pretty much like inside the boundary on the back garden here. We'll be adding some leaves, so some hedges, so like around the here as well. We'll probably do the snow adding off camera because it will be very time consuming, but the snow is actually going to start building up. If you actually want to place it now, the snow is going to build up as soon as we're this middle window here coming, but the snow is leaves, so some hedges, so like around the back here as well. We'll probably do the snow adding off camera because it will be very consuming, but the snow is actually going to start building up. If you actually want to place it now, the snow is going to build up as soon as where this middle window here on the right side of the house begins. So this is the snow line, so the snow is going to start here, and you can make it a bit more gradual than that, like right, if you want to like curve it up a bit, because it is more of a slope. There is a definite like difference in altitude, but the snow is actually going to start building up. If you actually want to place it now, the snow is going to build up as soon as where this middle window here on the right side of the house begins. So this is the snow line. So the snow is going to start here. Place it now. The snow is going to build up as soon as where this middle window here on the right side of the house begins. So this is the snow. So this. So. Here, and you can make it a bit more gradual than that, like right, if you want to like curve up a bit, because it is more of a slope. There is a definite like difference in altitude between the front and the back of the house, so just like this, if you want to build it up a bit, but the end result should be that that basically like this here, this is like just like there's going to be, let me make sure, yeah, the reason that you don't see this is because there's like hedging everywhere, so like on this entire right side there's like 2 rows of hedge built up here. And then it extends all the way to the back, just like this. So that's why you never see the terracotta. But it's kind of cool because it provides a little bit of a contrast. You can still see it. But yeah, hopefully that makes a bit more sense now. I mean, I just went on like a weird little a weird little tangent, I suppose, but basically, yeah, this is going to be like the ground level on the back. That's all I wanted to display to you. So that looks a lot less weird now, right? There's going to be a wall as well, so there will be a wall leading from the back right corner of the grid all the way to almost the front of the grid. It's going to come, it's going to line up this wall as well, so there will be a wall leading from the back right corner of the grid all the way to almost the front of the grid. It's going to come, it's going to line up this wall here with that. You see that front brick wall? It's actually here, right? With that wall over there, that's where this lines up. This wall here also starts getting another row thicker when the side of the house begins. So you can add another row of bricks extending to here. If you want to add get another row, I would recommend where the house begins to like where the house ends, so here, feel free to add another row of bricks. So does that make sense? There we go. And this row of bricks, I mean, we're not going to extend it across just yet, but I'm looking for little details that we may have missed on the back. We've actually not missed anything as of yet, nor have we on the side, but it's also worth mentioning on the side, of course, where the snow starts on that side, the snow starts on this side as well. So let me just make sure. It should be so it's here. So if we just follow this, it's where the window starts. Just wanted to make sure because it is slightly differently laid out. This is where there we go. This is where the snow starts to extend upwards. This is actually going to be a wall. So from like here to the same position that we have on the opposite side as well, just to lay things out. So this is also going to be a wall. You can build up the snow as well if you like, in just kind of like patches, just like this. The opposite side as well, just to lay things out. So this is also going to be a wall. You can build up the snow as well if you like, in just kind of like patches, just like this. This is also going to be like double. Hedged, if you will. So this will all have 2 rows of birch hedge, kind of just going all the way around. The front of the house has kind of like a little, might you call it a rock garden? I'm not quite sure, but hedge all the way around. You maybe want to skip out from the tree area just to kind of like accentuate. You can just kind of like leave it off there, but that's what needs to happen pretty much there. What else can we do? So I'm thinking maybe we kind of like do the front garden and then maybe the roof, and then we can kind of like move on to the next part. So when it comes to the rock garden that I've spoke about, we still need the leaves. We need oak fence. We need the snow as well, some ferns, and that might pretty much be it. But top snow is also always good to have as well. So only some ferns, and that might pretty much be it. But top snow is also always good to have as well. So on the front here, I'm going to start by extending this hedge that we've placed on the left and right side of the house inwards. So in a double row, I'm going to extend it inwards, and I'm going to start by extending this hedge that we placed on the left and right side of the house inwards. So in a double row, I'm going to extend it inwards and join to here. I want to have a single hedge that starts behind the podiums for plant pots. So behind here, like leaves, and extend these to the right here. I want to have a single hedge that starts behind these. These are kind of like podiums for plant pots. So behind here, like leaves, and extend these to the right, just like this, and join to the hedge that we have. So just like that. Perfect. And then we also want to have another sort of like hedgy area. and it's going to start here. So like where the step starts to drop down, we're going to have the leaves, and we're going to extend all the way to the right, and I think that we'll have it join like this. So you can see that we create kind of like a tier system, and we can just fill these individual tiers in with snow, just like this, and it's just to create like a little bit of a depth effect. That's pretty much all we're doing. So here, here, and here. There wants to be a little bit of a build-up of hedging in a couple of different areas. So like here next to this window, kind of like we want to have like a little double hedge here. Next to this window as well, just like a little bit more hedge. In between the windows here, leaving a gap of one, we want to place an oak fence, spruce leaves, oak fence, spruce leaves. There's some like fancy, there's some fancy plants. Hey look, Mr. Fancy Plants over here. And then we want to place ferns. We can't actually in the snow. Might have to grab grass. So ferns, just kind of like on the corners-ish. Doesn't have to be perfect exactly, just like that. And then that's pretty much it. I mean, that's pretty much what it looks like. I mean, it's mostly snow, honestly. So if you want, like, where the detail really does come into fruition is building up the snow as well, like around it. Like the snow in itself is like a pretty cool detail, and you can be very haphazard with the snow. Meaning, like, you don't have to be very careful at all. Like if you like. What I'm doing right now is I'm holding my finger on the placing trigger, and you can build the ferns into the snow. That's very cool. And I'm kind of just like swooping in and about the hedge and garden area, just building it up like that, and that looks perfectly natural and perfectly fine. Like if you want to refine that, feel free, but that's the sort of look that we're going for. So why don't we hop over here and do the exact same thing? So like extend this double hedge here all the way round. Placing stuff on snow is so much fun. Requires all the work here. So like extend this double hedge here like this. Leaves behind this upside down quartz stair, and then extend the leaves across to the left, and then join it to the front just like this. So this like overextend the corner. And then we also want to have leaves like to the left of the step, extending all the way over to the left, like this, and then backwards. And then we have snow, and we also have to substitute a grass in here, but just build up the snow, just like this, and here as well. Perfect. And then we're going to build up the fancy plant, which is in between these windows. So it's fence, leaves, fence, leaf, just like this. And then again, like we want to build up like a bit of a hedge. Like it is semi-symmetrical, but it's not so symmetrical that you can't just kind of like wing it a little bit. So like add a fern here. What did we do on the other side? I can't even remember. So add like a fern here. If you wanted to, like this would actually add loads more deep. Because like you can alternate the depths of the snow. So if you wanted, like you could add a load of ferns in amongst the place, and using top snow we can control how much of them you see. So detail. So like this one, leave almost entirely exposed. This one we will leave exposed. This one you can barely see. You know, like you can just control it, and that's like a really cool level of detail. So all the same plant, of course, but they all look a little bit different, and it just, I don't know, it just looks a little bit more interesting to me anyway. So all the way around here we'll just build up snow. I mean, I'm not going to go too crazy at this moment in time. I mean, you can even, if you want, like obviously use snow blocks as well to expedite the process. But something like this looks fine. You can even add some ice, especially along here. You could add some ice. Actually, that might be a fun little, what would be the word, Easter egg, to add a little bit of like ice and packed ice and stuff. Be kind of funny, like just to add like a little bit of ice and packed ice, because obviously this is where of like ice and packed ice and stuff. It'd be kind of funny, like just to add like a little bit of ice and packed ice, because obviously this is where can't remember. Remember both of their names, but I'm pretty sure Marv is the tall, goofy one.
Hi.
Are you up?
What?
Hi.
Good. Where's Alfie?
Pardon?
Where's Alfie?
In his room.
Is he with Jackson?
Yeah.
Look what I'm building. Can you guess what this is? No. Can you guess what this is?
Kevin McAllister's house.
How?
Oh, progress, isn't it?
How does it look?
Oh. Good, where's the roof then?
Oh, I got to build that. Yeah.
Good.
I can't remember the guy that Al Pacino plays, but you know the like boss of the Wet Bandits, I suppose, is like this is where he gets pretty much taken out by the steps. So it'd be kind of cool if we just had a little bit of ice there. And of course, it would also make sense to place it on the back as well. But it's kind of like a little bit of an Easter egg, I suppose. But yeah, that's looking pretty cool. What else? Yeah, I mean that looks pretty awesome, honestly. Like I'm pretty happy with that as a whole. What else can we do? Well, we've got to do the roof. That is for certain. Like the roof absolutely has to be done. So let's do that next. So the roof it's so easy. It's made out of polished andesite stairs and polished andesite. So what we essentially want to do is, first of all, we'll start by extending an entire. Let's do that next. So the roof it's so easy. It's made out of polished andesite stairs and polished andesite. So what we essentially want to do is, first of all, we'll start by extending an entire row of polished andesite stairs around the top of the brick area. So just like this. So this is how it's going to start, but this isn't how it's going to finish. So just going all the way around the top of this, literally like where you can. Like it's not meant to be like a rectangle. It's meant to literally snake around what we have. So just like this here, that's perfect. And then we want to add how many more rows? At least 2 more. We want to add 2 more rows of polished andesite stairs like this. So Again, going all the way around. We will make it to. We'll make a cap of 2, so that'll be here as well. So I'm just going to mark that out. So just to take a little mental note, I don't want to accidentally like zone. The roof looks weird, so that's going to go all the way in between all of these windows. The windows will join into the roof, no need to even worry about those whatsoever. And the reason that I'm making a big deal out of like only 2 more rows of the roof like this is because we're going to isolate the center part of the roof, and we're going to make it higher than the rest of the roof, probably by only a couple of rows probably. Yeah, I don't want to make it like double the size, but just 2 rows will do. Yeah, we'll like make a rectangle. So hang on. Oh, why has this got to be so tricky? So we'll play. Yeah, if we just place a block here. There we go. Okay, that's easy. And then I don't have to. Yes, I do have to place a block there, and be easy. Had something to place in front like this, there we go, and then perfect, and then we can add the final row. So yeah, we'll turn the center of the house into a rectangle, and then we will simply, I mean, it's not too far-fetched, like it's quite easy to do. Yeah, we'll turn the center, place a block there, and be easier if I had something to place in front like this, there we go, and then perfect, and then we can add the final row. So yeah, we'll turn the center of the house into a rectangle, and then we will simply, I mean, it's not too far-fetched, like it's quite easy to do. So here and here, because like the big part of the house.
My name is Sorana, and I recommend you sit the piano. There is no way she learned piano with an.
I mean, the house separates into like little shapes anyway. Central part of the house, I think it's about 30 rows wide. We'll just take that and we'll extend it to the back. We'll make it all nice and smooth, make it look good, and then we'll do it. So here, I'm not actually sure if, I don't think I actually have to place these differently. It's the next row. It's very, very tricky, by the way, you know, like when it's going for a peculiar shape like this, it's actually taking way longer than I thought it would to go in this place. Also thinking about the next set of details that we have to add. So once the roof is complete, we have to add in the garage. Like that's a huge part. Like we have to add in the garage. There's a large double garage at the back of the house, which definitely needs adding. A little bit of movie trivia as well, as you might remember, like when the family are like trying to figure out exactly like, I think we'll make this chimney a little thicker too. When the family are trying to figure out like what did we remember? We possibly couldn't have left any kids behind, anything like that. No, oh, we left the garage open. That's right. That's what we're forgetting. Like it's pretty decent. It's part of it. So now we have 3 rows of like that's what we're forgetting. Like it's pretty decent. Is part of it. So now we have 3 rows of andesite stairs like this, and then we are going to turn the middle part, and you might even be able to see which part we're going to do. We're going to turn it into a rectangle. So like on the front corner here, I'm going to take mark this out with a brick. I'm going to place an andesite stair here, and then I'm going to run an andesite stair like right to the back. So like here, for example. Or maybe from here, that might make a little bit more sense. So like from this window here to here. And then if we extend, is that what we should do? And then hang on, if we extend this window backwards, let me make sure that this works out. So, and then extend this back. It's because that window shouldn't be there is the thing. So that's why it's not. We might just have to disregard that window, to be honest, and we might just have to work with like this window. So yeah, starting from here, so like we'll take this row of andesite, we'll extend it around, and then we'll extend this to the back. So yeah, starting from here, so like we'll take this row of andesite, we'll extend and then we'll extend this to the back. So we'll just disregard that window, and then we'll take the opposite side of this window, we'll connect it to the other, and then we'll extend this to the back. So we'll just disregard that window, and then we'll take the opposite side of this window, we'll connect it to the other window that we have on the front of the build, like this. Then we'll take the opposite side of this window, we'll connect it to the other window that we have on the front of the build, like this, here and here, and then we'll take this side of the window and we'll just like run it around the other window that we have on the front, and then we'll extend this to the back. So we'll just disregard that window, and then we'll take the opposite side of this window, we'll connect it to the other window that we have on the front of the build, like this, here and here, and then we'll take this side of the window and we'll just like run it round to these here and here, and then we'll take this side of the window and we'll just like run it round to these sides, so here and then here, and then we'll extend this straight back, so here, right? And yeah, so we'll extend it back to here, and then we'll just extend this across. Well, actually, I mean, we can just, it can follow the shape. I mean, it's a different part of the house. As long as the middle part of the roof is extended upwards, as long as the middle part of the roof is different, it doesn't necessarily matter what shape it is precisely, is extended upwards. As long as the middle part of the roof is different, it doesn't necessarily matter what shape it is precisely. Like here, and then this actually connects to that part of the window. So yeah, I mean, I don't know, maybe what we have to do is kind of like go with the grain and kind of just like destroy this, because obviously you guys will have built this window now as well, because I did, but like go with the grain and kind of just, and then this actually connects to that part of the window. So yeah, I mean, I don't know, maybe what we have to do is kind of like go with the grain and kind of just like destroy this, because obviously you guys will have built this window now as well, because I did, but like, just again, it doesn't matter that much, but you can see like go with with the grain. And then this actually connects to that part of the window. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe what we have to do is kind of like go with the grain, and then this actually connects to that part of the window. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe what we have to do is kind of like go with the grain and kind of just like destroy this, because obviously you guys have built this window next to that part of the window. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe what we have to do is kind of like go with the grain and kind of just like destroy this, because obviously you guys have built this window now as well, because I did. But like, just again, it doesn't matter that much. But you can see the edge of the lines here, right? So like this middle part of the house, it wants to have a roof that is a little bit bigger than the side part. So we are going to just do 2 rows. So we've actually done the first row, and this is going to be the second row. And then all we're going to do is we're going to fill the middle of the roofs in with andesite. So that's why we have the polished andesite block. I'm not going to make them any taller because the roofs aren't that tall anyway, like on the left and right side already. I don't want to andesite block. And then all we're going to do is we're going to fill the middle of the roofs in with andesite. So that's why we have the polished andesite block. I'm not going to make them any taller because the roofs aren't that tall anyway, like on the left and right side already. I don't want to turn it into kind of like a spire or something like that. So I don't want to extend it too much, but yeah, I'm finding this very tricky. I know that I've already said that a million times already, that shouldn't be placed that way. But it's very, very snaky, this roof. So here, and then this will connect, and then it's kind of perfect as well, because like the top of the windows connect, the apex, like where the top of the roof is, like it just all kind of like flows together. So there you go, like this is an even better example. That's perfect, I really like that. And then we just fill the top of this in with andesite, and then we'll do the same on the left and right. And then that's the roof done. The chimney is higher than the roof, even though we kind of just YOLO'd it. I'm pretty happy with that. It doesn't have to be like extraordinarily tall. Can we see it from the front of the house? At a distance you can, and I don't want it to be like monstrously tall and make it look strange, so I'm quite happy. What else can we do, by the way? You might be wondering to yourselves, to the roof. Like, is this the only detail that we're adding? We're just adding andesite? Well, no, of course, we can add top snow. We can add snow to everything. Yeah, I mean, it's a process that takes a lot of time, so I mean, it doesn't have to have a roof block either. Like, it actually makes sense that a roof wouldn't have necessarily like snow everywhere, as heat rises. So if you've got your heating on in your house, it's very possible that if you have like poor insulation, that the heat will escape through the roof and just melt the snow, and it'll look a little something like that. Again, feel free to take more time on it as you like. I mean, you might want it to be visible, and you can see it from the side of the house. You might want it to be a bit more visible than that, it's up to you. But let's add these wings on the left side and the right side of the house. We'll also add some top snow to those as well. Not going to go over the top though. Yeah, we're not going to go over the top, and we will add all of the, like, we will prune it later, so you know, we'll make it absolutely perfect later on as it goes. So here again, yeah, not every block has to be inhabited by snow, so over here as well. I basically just want to be able to see it more than anything. Like, as long as there's the appearance that snow is up here, that's actually good enough for me. So, destroy those here, here, and here. We can add in all of this top snow. And what will we be doing next? So, the garage, I think we do next. We're going to do the garage. We're going to do some terraforming. And then I think we're going to do the tree house. We might do the tree house before the terraforming, because the terraforming is going to be quite time consuming. I'm not sure what order we're going to do it in, but this is looking quite impressive, I think, isn't it? Like, I'm pretty happy with how this is looking so far. This is a pretty large build. Yeah, very, very happy. Perfect. So that's what we've got so far. The next thing that we are going to do is tackle the garage. Okay, so for the garage, we are going to need... I might even clear... Yeah, I'm just going to clear my inventory. It's getting too full. I'm going to grab brick blocks. We will need iron doors. We'll need white stainless paint. Stairs, quartz stairs. We will need maybe buttons as well, and I don't think we really need too much else. We will be needing grey concrete as we progress there. We will be needing that snow back, unfortunately. But anyway, for now, this will do. In the back left-hand corner of the grid, so literally right here, the back left-hand corner. For now, this will do. In the back left-hand corner of the grid, so literally right here, the back left-hand corner. For now, this will do. The back left-hand corner of the grid, so literally right here, back left-hand corner, we're going to move one row forward and place 5 bricks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, extending up from the ground. Extend forwards by 9, 1 forward, and place 5 bricks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, extending up from the ground. Extend forwards by 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
We're going to extend that 9th block across to the right by 12. 1, 2,
12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then we're going to extend it down to the ground as well. We're then going to extend back and join all the way over to where we very first started. Then we can join this down to the corner as well, join the corner down to the ground. And then we're simply going to seal up the left, right and back sides of the garage. And then we're going to add 2 doors. There's specifically a double door of the garage, very fancy, very large. No surprise. I mean, by the way, upon re-watching Home Alone, I didn't realise how big the house is. This thing is a mansion. It's huge. It's not just like a regular suburban house. Like in my head, I thought it was. It's absolutely massive. The McAllisters are loaded. So on the left, right and back sides of the house, we just want to, the garage, we want to have bricks. On the left side here, we're going to have 2 extra rows of bricks.
My husband got me a membership to Simply Piano for my birthday, but I'm starting to think he has a hidden agenda.
So it's a steep. And then we're just gonna add a row of bricks along the bottom here because this is going to be elevated. On the right side, we'll have an iron door with a glass above, and then we will have bricks to the left of this. And then we're gonna have a 3-row wide garage door, so we've got 3, and a centre row of bricks, kind of like separating this. And then we're going to add 2 garage doors. So, I mean, you can leave this open if you want, although there's nothing in the garage, so I'd probably leave those doors closed. I mean, we're a little bit less forgetful than Mr. McAllister, but we're going to add some smooth quartz stairs in here. This is behind just to have garage, and probably leave those doors closed. I mean, we're a little bit less forgetful than Mr. McAllister, but we're going to add some smooth quartz stairs in here. This is right behind, just to have garage doors, 2 garage doors, just like this. Perfect. And then we just have to, there's a little bit of a window as well. This is like above the central point here, a row of 3 glass, 1, 2, 3. Then we take the centre point and we extend it right and left, just like this, and then we're going to build up brick blocks, just like this, on the left and right sides, and we're just going to turn it into a triangle, which will culminate in a point. There we go. Perfect. So the same thing wants to be done on the back minus the window, so just like this. And then that's pretty much going to be garage done. Like, we're going to add the roof, of course, but then there's not really any other details to add. So here, the side of the garage, the roof side of the garage on the left and right is made out of quartz, as is the edge of the roof, but the inward part of the roof is made out of spruce stairs. By the way, just reminding myself we need some quartz slabs. So the outer edge of the just like a trim is quartz, just like this, and at the very top we'll have quartz slab, and then the inner part of the roof spruce stairs. So we'll have all of the quartz stairs here and here, just like this. Perfect. There we are, nice, with a quartz at the top, upside down quartz stairs here, and that will be perfect. Nice, there we go, just like that. And then upside down quartz stairs here, and that will be perfect. Nice, there we go, just like that. And then brick blocks across the top, Got to do the back as well, but that's the exact same thing, spruce wood stairs. Just remembered as well, we have two very large trees to add at the front of the house. That's a big deal. We will also have to add a driveway. There's a lot, ladies and gentlemen, this is not a simple house whatsoever. I hope that you didn't start this tutorial thinking like, oh, this is going to be a really cool, simple build. No, there is so much more. It's actually not loads more. We are coming towards the end, but just a bit of terraforming out and some trees and stuff. The tree house, more important, which I think is really cool. I mean, it's very simple. It's actually like a really retro tree house. It's awesome. It's like, when I think of a tree house, like it's this tree house that we're going to be building. Not quite yet, but probably before we terraform. I do sort of want to add the driveway and stuff though, because we will have to terraform around the driveway. So I keep using the word terraform as if like we're doing something drastic. It's a bit of landscaping, really, around. Not quite yet, but probably before we terraform. I do sort of want to add the driveway and stuff though, because we will have to terraform around the driveway. So I keep using the word terraform as if like we're doing something drastic. It's a bit of landscaping, really. Bit of landscaping. Doing some gardening, but we'll extend these spruce stairs. Finally, just like this, and then that will be the garage. Looking good. So, almost as if like we're doing something drastic. Landscaping, really. Better landscaping. Doing some gardening, but we'll extend these spruce stairs. Finally, just like this, and then that will be the garage. Looking good. So, now that we've done this, we're going to raise up this wall that we have. So, we're going to extend this wall here, all the way to the garage, or garage. And we will add another row onto the wall. If you can remember what we did over there, we added a second layer of brick, starting where the house started. And then where the house ended, which is like here pretty much, although a different point on the opposite side I think. Here, we bump up the number of bricks an extra level, which is like here pretty much, although a different point on the opposite side I think. Here, we bump up the number of bricks an extra level. Along the entire back of the house, I'm just going to have a 3-row high level of bricks, so pretty much just like this. So here, I mean, I don't know why it stops placing at a random point. We bump up the, starting where the house started, and then where the house ended, which is like here pretty much, although a different point on the opposite side I think. Here, we bump up the number of bricks an extra level. Along the entire back of the house, I'm just going to have a 3-row high level of bricks, so pretty much just like this. So here, I mean, I don't know why it stops placing at a random point in time, but just all the way across. Yeah, I don't know why that's so weird. Almost as if I'm faster than the brick placing. That's so strange. Have they done something to mine? Has there been an update that I'm unaware of, where like we move ever so slightly faster than we used to? I don't know, but can circumvent it by doing that. Anyway, that's what the back of the. I'm actually really happy with the back of the house so far. I think we've got most of the cool details. Obviously, the tree house is one of the cooler ones. But I think this is my favourite part of the house. I don't know why. I really like that. It's very tight to the scene. So, I keep talking about this drive, don't I? It's about time that we actually did something about it. So, I'm going to grab grey concrete, and there's going to be a row of grey concrete. Pretty much the width of the two garage doors thick. There's going to be a row of grey concrete extending towards the front of the house. So it's going to be this thick, and it's going to be at this particular level, like to where the snow is. So like the driveway wants to be one row higher at this point here, and then it's going to drop down a level, of course, and it's going to go all the way to the edge. So all the way to here. So all the way to, you know, to go all the way to the edge. So all the way to here. So all the way to, you know what, all the way to the front of the build. Like, that's how far the driveway is going to be. I'm just going to do the outline of the driveway because I can fill it in by myself later. It's not really interesting. So here, and then it's going to go all the way here. And then drop down a level, of course, and it's going to go all the way to the edge. So all the way to here. So all the way to, you know what, all the way to the front of the build. Like, that's how far the driveway is going to be. I'm just going to do the outline of the driveway because I can fill it in by myself later. It's not really interesting. So here, and then it's going to go all the way here. Never work with snow. Snow really does make things a lot more and perfect. So you guys can snow around polar bears. I'm surprised Kevin didn't manage to find a polar bear for the wet bandits. So there we go. So a really, really long drive leading all the way from here all the way to there. That's perfect. But this drive also wants to connect to the drive that we have at the front of the build. So just in front of the entrance, we're going to join this together, just like this. I'm going to make sure that I'm not missing anything either, but I'm just going to connect this and I'm going to check my plans, just to make sure that I'm definitely not doing something a little bit silly, which would not surprise me whatsoever. So here, oh, my bad, so just like that. That is perfect. In the front of the house also, there is actually some hedge as well. So this actually stems from the brick area where we have the quartz stairs, and the hedge basically just goes all the way over to the left here, and it cuts off like where we have the hedge over there, just like for the side of the house there. And it's going to do the same thing all the way here, over here on the right side as well. And then we're going to loop the little driveway around it, so here and here. And then if we just leave like a gap of 1, and then we have like the row 4 dug into the ground, like here, grey concrete. And then we want to also extend this here, like so, just like this. And then we'll make it like curve a little bit as well. It won't be so boring. Like we'll just add like an extra block here, for example, just to make it. And then we're going to loop the little driveway around it, so here and here. And then if we just leave like a gap of 1, and then we have like row 4 dug into the ground, like here, grey concrete. And then we want to also extend this here, like so, just like this, and then we'll make it like curve a little bit as well. It won't be so boring. Like we'll just add like an extra block here, for example, just to make it look as though the road curves a little bit. So here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, just like this. There we go. And then take the corner out like that. Then we'll add the rest of the grey concrete just like this. Here. Perfect.
Hello, Foxy the Roblox custom sus. Welcome to live stream.
Like, curve it a little bit more. Like there's no reason that you can't do it. You can just take like a couple of. I mean, and cover it in snow by all means as well. Like it doesn't all have to be visible. Like it'd make more sense if it wasn't all visible, quite honestly. But we want to do that here, and we can curve it here as well. So like take some of that out, and then we'll just leave that. Actually, I mean, it more sense if it wasn't all visible. Quite honestly, but we want to do that here, and we can curve it here as well. So like take some of that. And then we'll just leave that. Actually, I mean, it makes sense that there'd be a curve here and then not one there, and then that's perfect. And then this can lead to the outer boundary, so all the way to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we want to have a road out in front of the house. So you bought a guitar and you hung it on your wall. This is where we could even. I am contemplating making a little van as well. Like it's only just occurred to me that it'd be kind of cool if we add like the Wet Bandits van to the front of the house. So that's something that we might do. 2, 3, 4. I'm sure that it can't be that hard to come up with a van rather quickly. It's not really got. I mean, I can't remember what the branding is like. There's a little pun on the side of the van, but there's no need to add that. But like a plain white van might be quickly. It's not the front of the house, so that's something that we might do. 2, 3, 4. I'm sure that it can't be that hard to the front of the house, so that's something that we might do. 2, 3, 4. I'm sure that it can't be that hard. To come up with a van rather quickly. It's not really got. I mean, I'm sure that it can't be that hard to. Rather quickly. It's not really got. I mean, I can't remember what the branding is like. There's a little pun on the side of the van, but there's no need to add that. But like a plain white van might be kind of cool to add. Probably will do that. I mean, we went to this much effort so far. We might as well go the little extra mile and add the van at the end. But that will mean that I'll have to go out and design it something to go and stuff like that. That'll be fine. So. Yeah, this is the road that's just in front of the house. This is just in front of the street. This connects everything together. So let's say you wanted to plot this into your city or suburbs or wherever, then this is how it would just connect to the road, just like this. I hope that I'm explaining these things well enough, but more so, the aerial view that I'm about to give you will probably explain it a little bit better. There we go. So you can see the outline for all of the roads. street now, and like this is a pavement area. This would be like pavement, and this is going to have like built up snow around it. You can even use, say, like podzol and stuff. I think that we will, because you know how snow gets all slushy and such. So it makes sense if we have like, I don't know, even solar soil will do, like even some podzol.
Hold on guys, I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm going to end the video here. I'll finish the rest of the McAllister family house off camera, so yeah, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. See ya.